What's going on, guys? How's it? Hope everyone is doing well. I am back to live mode. Okay. So I figured I'd go live and just see if there's anyone chiming in and kind of get people's input on what they've seen and heard so far with the Mavic 3 and what their thoughts are after maybe watching other influencers and their videos. If you think it's a dud, if you think it's just the greatest thing since sliced bread, I don't know. For me, I woke up and I felt a little sick in my stomach knowing that I spent almost $6,000 on a Mavic 3. And I don't know if I needed to, but I did. And it was a lot of money to spend. So I don't know why, but for some reason it didn't feel good, like it was an exciting thing, because it was just a little too much money to justify for something that didn't seem to be that impressive. I mean, the 1 terabyte SSD I get, the smart controller I get. I don't really care about the smart controller. If I end up keeping it, I'll sell my smart controller because I don't even like using them. I prefer my iPhone 13 Pro Max for my display. It's the same 1000 nit brightness as their new smart controller, so nothing super impressive DJI with that one, but it does look a little bit more refined from their previous one. But again, I wish we could have customized the bundles a little bit so we could have picked and choosed. That would have been, to me, a nicer way to go about it. Say we want the drone with the SSD and ProRes, but we don't need a smart controller, or we just want to kind of customize it and get what kind of batteries to keep the cost down a little bit. I mean, if I spent 4,000 for myself personally, that would have been a way easier number to swallow than, say, 5,600. You know, the refresh, of course, is a big part of it. It's another 500-600 bucks. Hey, Junior, how are you? Yeah, I flew my Evo 6K today on a job. I'll fly it again tomorrow on a job. I'll fly it again with my Inspire on a job Sunday. So the the Evo 2 Pro personally does the job for me 90% of the time in regards to making money. So you're going to get the enterprise setup. What's kind of leaning you towards the enterprise? It's a beautiful drone, in my opinion. I mean, I have, just to kind of get me a little excited, I have this as my backdrop. And that is the nicest picture I've seen of that drone. So the Mavic 3 Cine does look good. I personally do not like the fact that the stupid lens is a 161 millimeter lens at an f4.4, which is bizarre as far as the aperture is concerned. I don't know when anyone really felt that they needed a 161 millimeter lens in order to get their job done, but whatever. I mean, maybe there's some creative use for that lens, but to me, the Micro Four Thirds sounds good, and I'm happy that that's a 24 millimeter lens. But to have this little goofy lens on top, that just doesn't seem very practical. I don't know why they wouldn't have chosen a better focal length, like a 50 mil or maybe an 85 mil. What's up? Hey, Saint Roostifer. So this is essentially just a little talk story, basically an afterthought about this drone and the Mavic 3. I mean, as I said, I don't know. I mean, I just woke up this morning feeling a little sick to my stomach, knowing that I spent so much money on this drone. And I guess for me, I haven't been that excited with DJI lately, that it just didn't seem like something that I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a cool drone, I'm sure, but we'll see. It just is such a huge price tag to have. I don't know. I mean, it just seems a little extreme. It should have been, as I said, to me, peaking out at like $4,000. That should have been the high end. And maybe with the refresh 4,500. But to be to be nearing $6,000 is just pretty insane. I mean, again, yeah, that's with the refresh, but it's just an awful lot of money for a drone that's still listed as a consumer drone. I mean, here, let me go to their website and just kind of peek a little bit, because I didn't really even look at their website after. So let me share the screen. So can you see that? So right now we're going to go to consumer, and that's where the Mavic 3 is. Notice it's not under professional. Professional is still the X7, the X5S, which goes on the Inspire 2. And then we have other stuff like Pro accessories and the Ronin 4D and the gimbals. So for a $5,000–$6,000 drone, we're still listing this thing as a consumer drone. So to have a consumer drone that's nearing, let's go to buy it now. So this is what I did last night. I went to Cine, boom. And then I went to shop now, refresh, $600. Now, mind you, it gets you 3 replacements. So that's kind of good. You can crash this thing 3 times basically and total it within a 2-year span. So I guess that's not that bad. It's basically $200 a piece, but then you still got to pay for it. So it's a lot of money. I mean, but it gives you peace of mind, but it's still, again, is a high price for a refresh. Maybe $400. They're really jacking their prices. That's the bottom line. So DJI seems to be getting a little greedy. But now we have this $55.98 for a consumer type drone, supposedly. So I don't know. That seems awfully expensive, but that's just the way I feel. I mean, Mavic 3, let's go check it out. So we have the Mavic 3, $21.99, which is not horrible. And then we got the Mavic 3 Fly More combo. And you notice too, look at DJI has this guy, this little kind of lame hipster bag, in my opinion. And then you go to like Advexture, for example, and we go Evo 2 Pro Enterprise. Now say for that same kind of price point, you get like a badass, basically Pelican case. So you get something with wheels and I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the difference, at least one of them. You know, DJI, you're getting this little goofy bag. Let's see where it is. Oh, I don't know if we could see. Which I personally would never use for this drone. That's just me. I would always use a hard case. So you got this little guy with the $3,000 price tag, and then with Autel, you got a killer little hard case, and actually a nice, cool bundle. You got a 2,000 nit smart controller. You got 1,000 nit with DJI. So, and it's basically, you know, it's almost $4,000. But again, I don't know. It just seems like you're getting that much more bang for your buck. You got 3 batteries that are rated at, supposedly with this guy, let me see, and I didn't mean to be talking about Autel, but I'm just using it as a comparison. So 42 minutes. So I mean, essentially, Autel's been doing this thing for a long time with good battery life. And now DJI is stepping up with just maybe a little bit more, but it's not that exciting to me because I feel like I've already been flying with Autel for a year now. So I've had that battery experience. But I don't know what you guys think. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't feel like a revolutionary upgrade. I mean, they hyped it up so much. To me, it's battery life, obstacle avoidance, and really the Micro Four Thirds sensor. So you got an improvement on the camera, improvement on the battery life and the range with the OcuSync 3, whatever it is, plus. I don't even know what they call it. What is it called? Let me see in the specs. So they call it, what is it? It's OcuSync. OcuSync. I don't know what it's called. Let me see. Where are you? Transmission. Gimbal sensing. Yeah, okay. So OcuSync 3 Plus down here. But obstacle avoidance, not that big of a deal. I mean, the Evo 2 Pro has 360 obstacle avoidance. That actually is really good. I mean, the digital zoom, to me, seems garbage. So never going to really touch that. I mean, the telecamera has 12 megapixel photos. I mean, I'm going to definitely do, when I get this Cine, a really good comparison on the Evo 2 Pro 6K as a still photography camera, and also do something on the Cine. So in theory, the Micro Four Thirds sensor should give you a better image, But honestly, for whatever reason, the optics and everything on the Autel Evo 2 Pro 6K seems to do really amazing as far as image quality is concerned. So it'll be a good comparison, and hopefully people will tune in. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess the only good thing is, St. Rustifer, is that I have with my DJI Select membership that I got right before that program expired, 30 days to try out this drone. So I got 30 days for my return when most people have 2 weeks. So that was one of the perks of the DJI Select. So if it doesn't deliver, you know what's going to happen. It's going to get returned. And then I'm going to go ahead over to Advexture and I'm going to buy this guy. And I probably will get it without the smart controller, which brings it down to $2,800. So it's under $3,000. I saved $3,000 and I basically have this drone. So we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll love the Mavic 3 and maybe it will be a completely rad drone and, you know, no regrets. A Swiss Army knife style drone is great to have in case attachments are needed. Plus I own a real estate photography company and shoot residential and commercial properties all the time. Yeah, I mean, as I said, what are you talking about? You mean talking about for the Mavic 3? Or are you talking about the Evo 2? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Iloyo? That's so bad. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Yeah, I mean, they're both going to be obviously capable to shoot real estate photography, both the Mavic 3 at any capacity or the Evo 2 Pro. I mean, fortunately, you could even shoot on a Mini 2 if you really had to. But yeah, I mean, as I said, HAO, I'm kind of bummed out too. It definitely isn't revolutionary by any means. They hyped it up like it was, but to me it wasn't. And I'm not hating on it. It just didn't seem revolutionary. It just seemed pretty average. You basically have 24 millimeter, little bigger sensor, better camera, some weird crap camera on the top that seems like it's just pointless. But again, I don't know. I have to see. I haven't really seen anyone talk about that camera. I guess Potato Jet was mentioning that it's more of a toy than a tool. So I would believe him. But again, for a 1/2-inch sensor, 161 millimeter, that thing just seems like a waste. It's almost embarrassing to even have on the drone. I would rather have a single lens and not even have that stupid thing on it. It's like DJI is exploiting its reputation at this point, kind of like Apple. Yeah, it's kind of that way, I believe, too, in my opinion. I mean, I don't really care too much about this drone tracking me or any drone. I really don't utilize that personally. So I don't care if it follows me, doesn't hit a tree if I'm, riding my bike. I'm not going to be doing that. Yeah, it's totally underwhelming. I mean, everyone talks that I've watched the videos as if it's doing such an amazing job. And it just doesn't look any different than it would with a Mini 2 or an Air 2S or a Mavic 2 Pro. I think I was watching Aldrin's video from Flight Path and he was showing a comparison video, and even Captain Drone and people were chiming in. I was saying the exact same thing. The Mavic 2 Pro honestly looked better quality footage than the Mavic 3 did, at least, in Aldrin's video. So the only way to truly know is to test it yourself, which is what I'm going to do. As I said, fortunately, I have 1 month to 30 days to go ahead and test this thing out and put it through its paces and see how it fares. If it does a good job, so be it, and we shall keep it and just utilize it as a tool in my tool bag. But, I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it does in low light. I'll probably try to fly it in the city doing something low light wise. But honestly, if it does better than, say, the Autel did, I would be very surprised. If it does, awesome, then that's good for it. But again, seeing how this thing flies too, yeah, I mean, honestly, that other half lens thing is just super annoying to me. It's kind of really making me just want to not even get this thing. I was about to cancel my order, but literally the thing ships so quickly. Let me see if I have it. I don't even know. It's somewhere. I have a little thing with all my drones down here filed. So I got Mavic 3, but yep, the order already shipped. So it's on its way. Actually, I should track it. I don't know if I should show you guys this, though, because I don't know if anyone could do anything if they see my tracking info, so I probably won't. I love my Evo 2, but I just had to get the Mavic 3 and see if it lives up to the hype. Which one did you buy, Fingal Drone? I'm curious to see if you went and dove deep and if you spent $5,000 or $3,000. I mean, let me see what that comes out to. Let me see. So you got $21.99. That's not too bad. $3,000 again. I would have been happy to spend $3,000. Maybe I should have. Maybe I shouldn't even have got this Cine. I don't know. I probably honestly should have gotten this one. Because personally, I rather have this controller than the smart controller. So this is probably what I should have got. So I guess worst case scenario, I'll try the Cine. If it just doesn't seem like it's worth it and worth the ProRes, yeah, I don't know. Fly Ford. Yeah, you got the Fly More combo. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's probably honestly what I should have gotten. I kind of screwed up, I think. I actually really enjoy this controller for whatever it's worth. I mean, you have 2 batteries. I don't know, do you get 3 batteries with this? I think you do. I mean, it looks cool. I just wish this lens, the stupid zoom lens, I just wish it was something better. I would definitely get the Fly More if you can. I mean, the Fly More is where it's at. Honestly, for the Mavic 3, the Fly More is basically it. But at the same time, I do have jobs that I have to shoot ProRes on. So I don't know. I mean, I probably can justify. Fortunately, the job that I'm working on right now, I think is going to be making me a little bit more money because the guy keeps on asking for more footage and more shots. And I told him that I don't have it all budgeted into what I'm charging him. So hopefully I can make a few more thousand out of this job and maybe kind of justify having the Cine. But, you know, you only need so many drones. That's the bottom line. I mean, I got my, I don't know if you guys can see, I got my Autel. I'm going to change this whole background. I just moved into my house, so I've like just getting set up. I'm just getting and finding my stuff. So got my drone stuff kind of consolidated. Thankfully, I need this stuff up and running because I got jobs like immediately. So I got my Inspire 2 hanging out there. I got Mavic 2 Zoom, Mini 2. I called on the Nano Plus 2. I guess they're going to be shipping supposedly later on this month. So all the people that are kind of anticipating and waiting on the Nanos and the lights, I think you should have them by the time the end of the month comes. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's kind of lame too, Thomas. You spend almost $6,000 on a frickin' drone. And I didn't swear either. I said frickin'. So you spend almost $6,000 on the Cine, and they don't even give you the firmware, and you know, they're not even basically unlocking it. I don't know why they would do that. They should have had this thing ready to go, full speed. Maybe do little minor tweaks, obviously, with firmware updates, but apparently you're not going to be able to shoot 4K, 120 frames per second, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of these things that I would personally want to test, like the 4K, 120 frames per second, to me, that sounds really cool because I would utilize that for different things. Like here, let me show you guys. You can see my screen, right? I'll show you a couple things. Yeah, I know. Let me try to show you. Where is it? I just shot a little footage today. I don't know if you can see this. Here we go. I'm going to scroll down. Engineering job. Where is it? I got all these sites that I'm working on. But there was some footage that I was just going. This guy was an engineer for these park systems. Let me try to find the footage. No, this was before that. No, before that. But there was some footage of some grass blowing, for example. And like if you shot that, no, no, whoop. Don't you hate when you do that? I got a couple shots today that were so beautiful and I realized I wasn't recording. I mean, it's good for practice because you got to go and do it, but sometimes you're just in the flow and you just nail a shot and you just start kind of feeling it, and so annoying. Let me see. It's one of these. It was just a low shot of some grass, but this would have been in, nope. I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be hard to find because I'm trying to find it with you guys. Maybe, no. Like these grasses, I was low flying. And let me see. But I'm sure you can get creative with that 4K 120 frames per second. That's bottom line. What did you say, Thomas? Let me see. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, man. I mean, people, I don't think give Autel the credit that it's due. I mean, I don't think they understand personally how strong of a drone the Evo 2 Pro, for example, is. It flies amazingly well, in my opinion. The app is actually pretty darn nice. It's not great, but it's not bad at all. And the flying experience is actually really nice. And the image quality is really, as far as I'm concerned, as I said, I'm a 20 plus year photographer. You know, I shot lots of big stuff with Apple and all kinds of big companies, Adobe and Best Buys and Citibanks, and done a lot of big ad campaigns. And in my opinion, as a photographer, the Evo 2 Pro 6K is probably the best camera drone out there. So that's just my input for whatever it's worth. I think Autel scared them into a premium. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, Autel's kind of, you know, they're coming out with the Nano Plus, the Light Plus. They're getting all kinds of good publicity. And more people are using them. I mean, even seeing influencers. I've seen a lot of people that I never even knew were into Autel. Maybe it's not just, I just haven't seen them, but they started shooting and using and talking more about the Evo 2 Pro because it's a relevant drone and it's really, you know, amazing. And I just think people are scared. A lot of influencers talk about it because DJI is probably hooking them up or whatever it may be. Yeah, I ordered a Nano Plus, and I think it's going to be in by the end of the month. I mean, again, I don't know if I really want the Nano Plus, but I'm getting like, I got to see what I'm going to do with this drone. I just can't keep on spending thousands of dollars on drones. It just gets to be too much. It kind of stresses me out. I'm sure it stresses other people out when they're spending money. I wish it grew on trees, but it doesn't, unfortunately. Yeah, let me try to see. Now I want to see. It was really windy out today. So this guy designed basically all of this crosswalk, parking lot, all the stuff that you kind of don't really think about, you know. So anyway, just got some footage for him today of that. Let me see what else. So like this is what I was trying to show you guys. If you just kind of cruised around like this, maybe not. I mean, maybe the 120 frame per second would be kind of weird, but I don't know what you'd really utilize the 120 frames per second. I guess kayakers on a waterfall or something like that. That would probably be a good application. Things that, I don't know, you've got to get kind of creative. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like the Cine package that they have basically has every ND filter for it. I mean, let's go and see. I mean, look at what's in the Cine package. I mean, we got all of these. Let me see. I don't know if they can zoom in. So basically, I think there's a clear set 2. I'm not even sure what that is. Maybe that's like an ND4 or something, but I think this is probably going to be it. I mean, I'm sure Polar Pro and stuff is making. Let me see something. Polar Pro. Let's see if Polar Pro has anything for the Mavic 3. You would think they would. Let me see Polar Pro. Hero 10. Explore. Shop. I mean, I think it's going to be a pretty complex filter to make. I'm sure they could make them. Let's see. No, Inspire 2, Air 2S, FPV, Mavic 2, Air 2. So Polar Pro doesn't have anything yet for it. I mean, I think this is basically going to be it. Let's take a look at it. I mean, I don't know. It's not that beautiful to me. It's a cool drone, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, as I said, this little pointless camera really kind of irks me. So I wish this would go away somehow and turn into something cool or useful. But again, I haven't, if you guys have heard anyone talk about that, let me know. Scroll down on the home page. Let me see. Let's go to the home page. What about Fingal? Scrolling. What do you want me to see? Inspire 2? No. I mean, they do have cool drones, don't get me wrong, but honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of losing my interest with DJI, to be honest with you. I mean, the Mavic 3 intelligent flight battery. Let's look at that. I haven't really even like looked at the battery. Does kind of look Autel Evo-ish, doesn't it? I mean, it's the same kind of design. Who's anyone kidding? Like, you don't think DJI is biting Autel's technology a little bit? Guarantee they are. I mean, no one is going to want to say that, but I am. That's my opinion. I'm sure other people feel the same way. I mean, it essentially looks very similar to an Autel battery, just different. Yeah, I know. I mean, think about that. Yeah. Great. That's what we need. We need the frickin' pedophile creep camera on the top. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. As I said, that's the part that really bums me out. So if I'm not feeling really confident, let me see. I saw a sample Mavic 3 video where it switches to the zoom camera for a zoom effect. That looked cool. Oh, it does like a dolly zoom kind of thing? Yeah, if you have a link of that, let me know. I'd be curious to see. I mean, that's why I'm kind of curious to get it, because I want to see what I can do creatively with it. You know, you see a lot of people that are good content creators, people that are good influencers, but sometimes they're not having the best footage. They're not flying really well, or they don't have good locations. Due to limited product availability, each only can... Let's purchase 3 Cines. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what that would come out to be. View cart. Let's do 3. Yeah, I want to get 3 Cines with refresh. 17 grand. Yeah, that sounds interesting, AB. Whoop, my light just went out. So we can buy 3. Yeah, that would be nice, huh? If you can buy, I don't even know why you'd want 3, but anyway. Yeah, so I don't know. All I know is I woke up and I felt a little bit sick to my stomach that I spent so much money on a drone that I completely wasn't feeling. So, I mean, I personally don't need all these filters. That's me. I definitely don't need the jock strap. I won't be using this, guarantee it. So that won't be used. These won't be used too often. We got the high transfer cable, which I heard supposedly takes an hour to unload the entire 900 gigs of ProRes footage. So that's a long time, an hour. I don't know if I have. I don't even know where I have. I don't even know where my Cine. See, I don't even have my stuff set up. I got my SSD for my Inspire card reader somewhere. I got to find that thing. Here on a quick note, speed test. I want to test my internet one more time. Yeah, fiber optic is pretty blazing fast, huh? Check that out. I just got this service installed yesterday. 943 on the download and upload. I mean, look how crazy the upload is. Pretty blown away. Fiber optic is definitely where it's at. 940, 2, 3, 4. It's awesome. Metronet. Have you guys heard of them? They are pretty kick-ass. So anyway, I figured to just kind of talk a little bit, see if people kind of felt good about their purchase, felt a little buyer's remorse about their purchase. Personally, I have a little buyer's remorse, like I shouldn't have spent that much money. But maybe that was the thing. Maybe I shouldn't have bought the Cine. Maybe I should have just bought the Fly More combo and been done with it. But we'll see. I guess what I'll do is get the Cine, see how it flies, see the image quality. If I'm blown away with it, I'll probably just keep it because I already went and spent the money. It is what it is. If I don't like the way it flies, I'll probably return it. If I don't feel I need the Smart Controller or the ProRes, I'll definitely swap it out for maybe the Fly More combo. And then that won't be too bad. Let me see what the Fly More combo is. What did you guys spend on refresh? For 400. Yeah. It's still much better. Whoop, no, wait, hold on. Get rid of all these. Get rid of those. So $33.98, that's actually pretty respectable. I could have spent that all day long and felt totally comfortable. But I didn't. I bought the Cine. But again, having ProRes is something that I know I can justify because I do work with people who do require me to shoot ProRes that are colorists and editors. So that is, I guess, a realistic thing. It's not like I don't know what ProRes is or I've never used it. I can use it again and kind of match it maybe with my Inspire 2, for example. So I shoot my Inspire 2 usually in the same kind of ProRes 422. So I guess if I'm shooting my Inspire 2 and then say something happens or I just want to fill in with a smaller drone, I can use my Mavic 3 Cine and voila, good to go. But I don't know, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you found any of this semi-interesting. This is just kind of more for fun. I'm not really trying to do anything mind-blowing, just talking story and seeing who's out there and getting some stuff off my chest regarding this whole Mavic 3 thing. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I was pretty not impressed, honestly. Maybe because we had so many leaks that it wasn't really something super exciting. But I wasn't blown away by the whole release. It just didn't seem that awesome. I mean, it looks cool, but it doesn't really blow minds like I thought it would. Let me see what the frequently asked questions. See, I don't even think the new Smart Controller will work with any other drone. So that new Smart Controller basically is only for the Mavic 3. But anyone who's out there who may want to buy a Smart Controller and doesn't have one, let me know, because I probably will sell mine. So there's that. If I do keep this drone, I probably will sell my smart controller because I really don't like them. I'm not a smart controller fan. I know that's weird, but I'm not. I enjoy flying with my iPhone. It's just so comfortable and so familiar. So I just do my better flying, I feel, with my actual iPhone 13. But I guess that's it for now, guys. Again, hit the thumbs up if it helped out. And I will be getting this place set up. I'm going to try to figure out where I need to do a little YouTube studio. I got a friend making a background for me. So that's going to be in the works. So I can actually get some lighting and a nice backdrop and not kind of be all over the place. But again, just moved. Give me a second to get situated. And what app is required? So we're still using the Fly app. I honestly like the Fly app. I'm stoked that we don't have to use the Go 4. So a lot of people say they don't like the Fly app. I personally do. I don't know what you guys think, but oh, does he, Fingal? Tom's Tech Time. Let me see. Where is he? He's good. Where is he from? Isn't he from like Sweden or something? He seems like a nice guy. Yeah, he hasn't done anything, I guess, in a long time, huh? 2 years ago on the smart controller. From the video description, let me click on and see. Thank you, too. Where do you see show more? What's going on? Interactive DNA, just kind of chilling. I had a job earlier this morning with a client that was very over-caffeinated, talking to me while I was flying, and it's hard sometimes because he wanted to give me so much input, but at the same time it was pretty distracting. And then he was pointing at my screen and kind of touching my display, and I couldn't see where I was actually flying. So it's funny, but it's all good. Let me see. Interactive, what do you mean? I do the best stream setup in the world. Help me out then, because I don't know what I'm doing. First link below the line. My website with tons of awesome features. Let's see. Where do you see that? Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, here's German. First link below the line. There's a lot of lines. I'm just... His website? Right here. Online drone courses, professional LUTs. My gear. Where the hell do you see download? Am I missing something? Yeah, Interactive. Feel free to email me if you want. I don't know really. There. I didn't just show you my... Here, wait, hold on a second. I'm going to change screens for 1 second. Whoop, let me cancel out of there. Give me 1 second. Here, Interactive. Look, you can see. So you're watching? So this is my upload speed and download. So there's download. There's my download speed. You want to see the upload speed? Wait, almost. Upload speed. Upload speed, damn. So that's my upload speed. Interactive. Not bad. Pretty blazing. So upload speed 944.66. There you go. So go to his website on his webpage. Where on his webpage? Where do you see it? Downloads. Oh, there you go. Download drone footage. That's pretty cool of him. DJ Mac, download original test shot with the Mavic right here. Okay, so let me see. Let me download some stuff. Oh, dang it. Where's this download link? Oh, here. Should we go and color grade some footage right now? That can be kind of cool. So resolution. I will upload. Okay, so he doesn't have ProRes. Okay. So let me look at one of his photos. And that's the thing, though. I don't know how he is as a photographer, but let me see. Loading. Come on. Let's see what image it is first before I download it. Jeez, slow. Come on. Boom. Okay. Okay, so let's open this thing. Wait, can you guys see me? Can you see? Let me go into Photoshop. Okay, can you see this? So, kind of cool. It's a pretty file. I really don't like that Photoshop keeps on changing stuff. Oh, it's so annoying. They just changed the camera raw dialog box, and it's so annoying that they constantly just don't leave it alone. So let's go into dehaze a little bit. That's pretty nice, actually. I have to admit. So maybe I can go over here. God, stop showing me. I know how to use this shit. Pardon my language. See, they changed everything. They make it all kind of annoying. So let me do a little radial or linear. Okay, we'll go like that. Let's see what this looks like. So we'll go into image size. So right now it's basically 13 by 17 file. I mean, honestly, it's like it looks all right, but I wouldn't say it looks better than the Autel files. I mean, anyone who says this is like amazing, it's good. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say it's mind-blowing. Let me go over here. So let me try one other image. Here, hold on a second. Are you guys still with me? If yes, I'll color grade some footage or look at it. Let me check out another file. Oh, crap. See, why if I click that, it's going, they're just like tricking you. It's just taking you to the DJI website. Okay, there we go. Download. But the still files, well, let me see. Like, I mean, who's anyone kidding? This looks good. I mean, but like, it's not going to be, I mean, this could be shot with my Mini too. Let's see if we could find him. Is that him right there? Who's that? Honestly, it looks kind of not so sharp. Kind of weird. It almost looks a little like when you zoom way in. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks good, I'm sure, but let me see the video. I have a feeling I'm returning this drone. How can you get one, what? Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. It's awesome. Let me see. So let's get out of here and let's try a video clip. The video files are good. Yeah, I mean, he seems like a nice guy. I've watched his videos before. There's a lot of these guys. I mean, you know, totally inspiring. I'm not great at this YouTube trip. It's fun. Let me see. Let me see if it's worth like. Okay. Should I bring a couple in the post? What do you think? See, why is he doing that? He's doing like a little trick. Click the file to download and it's just going to DJI's website. So here's 2. I'll bring him in the Final Cut really quickly and see. Let's take a peek. Might as well. I'm not doing anything. This is actually semi-relaxing. I've been non-stop. I literally moved 2 days straight, busted my butt, broken back, sore legs, then went right into a big job. Oh, that's badass. That's nice. He's got a nice location. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's look at that. So here, I'll open Final Cut. Can you guys see my screen? You can, right? So here, let me just do... Oh, everything's running kind of slow. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this stuff. Oop. Somehow I just clicked out of, oh my god, too much stuff open. Let me hide Photoshop again. Somehow I just closed Final Cut Pro, sorry. So here, let me go ahead and get something going. Come on. I'm just going to delete this because I don't need it. Boom. And let's drag his clips in and just take a quick peek. Downloads. Cut. So you guys can see, right? I'm going to go ahead and color grade this a little bit and see what it looks like. So he's kind of cruising. Yeah, it's a little laggy because I probably should render it. Let me render it really quickly. And this is what? So this is 5. That's why 5K footage, just so you guys know, is really taxing on your system. Way different than 4K. So there's that. You are zoomed in too far. Hold on a second. Oh, I did something. Hold on a second. Let me correct. Hold on a second. I don't know. I must have hit some kind of keyboard shortcut. Give me 1 second. Let me know if it works. Hold on a second. Still way too much. How do I zoom out? Yeah, I know. Hold on a second. No, that's not working. It's this eCam. I'm not sure how to use it. So, let me see. Bring all to front? No? Crap. Oh, here. There we go. Is that it? Is that better? Yeah, there's some kind of, there we go. I think that's good. So let me go back over here. Okay. So we can go ahead and try. We don't need credit karma. We'll go in the color. Let's try a LUT and just see. So go over here. No. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. Let me see. Before, after. Yeah, it's tough to see. I mean, first off, it's really taxing on the computer. Right now it's choppy. Let me try this footage. I'm going to command copy. Everything's kind of laggy. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this just because it's kind of taxing out my system, honestly. And that's the whole other thing. Let me go ahead and just try a color wheel with this. Add a LUT and see if that does anything. I mean, honestly, it's just like nothing that's looking mind-blowing. I mean, like, it looks cool, but let me see. I just want to try Evo. No, that won't work. But yeah, I don't even know. This isn't really. I don't know, maybe it's just a shot. Let me see. Hold on a second. View, fit. Yeah, I mean, does that really look like something the Evo 2 Pro couldn't do, or even like a Mini 2? I don't know. I mean, again, I just don't see this footage looking. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But again, you know, look at like this footage. I mean, you know, let me go over here. Where's some hotel night? I mean, look at like this low light footage. Well, that's shot in log. And just so you guys see, look at log with the Evo 2 Pro. See how noisy it is? It looks like crap. So don't shoot log, honestly, in low light with your Evo 2s or your Autel ever. But I mean, look how good this does low light. You know, to me, honestly, that looks better than the footage I'm looking at out of the Mavic 3. Maybe, I don't know, it is. It just looks way better. But we shall see. I mean, I'm going to go and get some of the same footage with my Mavic 3 and see. I mean, let's go look at something else. I mean, look at that. I'm telling you, man, I don't know. I think the Mavic, I mean, the Autel just does a kick-ass job. Yeah, it is excellent, man. I don't know. That's what I mean. I just don't think the Mavic 3 is going to be excellent. I think it's going to be a good drone, but I don't think it's going to do the same as the Evo 2 Pro. I mean, look at that. I didn't touch that. That's not graded or anything. There's just broad of the camera. That's freaking beautiful. And notice how there's not a lot of grain. If I shot in log, this would be so noisy. For whatever reason, whatever it does in the normal color space, it just does really well. I'm pretty high over here, huh? High up in the city. Pretty darn cool. But clearing those buildings. So, I don't know, man. It's just, you know, I'm just, I mean, look at this. Wait, I'm going to fly the same stuff, just so you guys know, with my Mavic 3 Cine. So I'm going to put the Mavic 3 Cine right next to my Evo 2 Pro 6K, and we're going to see which one wins. And I guarantee, like, one of them is going to shine. So if the Mavic 3 somehow I don't see how it could look better than this, because to me, in my eyes, this looks as good as it can. I mean, it looks awesome. So I don't know. We'll see. That's all I can say. I know. I mean, it's just, but look at this. I mean, like, dude, this is, look at, you could see, these are my raw Evo 2 Pro files. Like, this isn't a good shot, but I mean, let me see. I can't cancel my order. It's already shipped. But I mean, look at that. Like, it's just so beautiful. Everything. The sky doesn't have noise. This is at night. I mean, this is pretty much dark. I mean, that wasn't a good clip, but like, let's see something else. Let's see some kind of, I mean, I think I showed this one yesterday, but you know, I mean, again, it just looks perfect. It doesn't look noisy. It looks detailed enough. It doesn't look soft. It doesn't look, just looks good. The color is good. It's visually pleasing. So again, if the Mavic 3 does better than this, I'd be very surprised. And if it doesn't, guess what? It's going right back. And that's pretty much my last time, I think, with DJI for a while. If for some reason this doesn't work, well, I probably won't even be paying attention to DJI much longer in regards to drones, to be honest with you. Maybe I'll keep what I have, keep the Inspire. I mean, let's look at this. I don't think this is a long clip. This gets really nerve-wracking when you're flying backwards in the city, because one of these buildings start curving and you can get really close. So let me see something else. Let me see another clip. No, I don't even know. I didn't even look at all this stuff. But like, let's see one of these clips. Like, let's hear. This is, so this is a still image. Where is it? Let's take a look at a still picture. So 0492, 0492. I'll open this guy up. Oop. It's funny how the raw looks kind of not so good. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes it feels like you just don't do as well with certain. Here, let me see. Yeah, I don't know. This is an image I don't want to hammer through, but let's like look in. I mean, it's a little grainy for sure. Let's look at the, so this was shot ISO 100, 50th of a second, f5.0. Considering it really doesn't look bad. I mean, but let's look at that one JPEG, for example. So this is their processing, same kind of thing, ISO 100. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as I said, the footage is basically where it's at. And like, look at this. Now, mind you, this is like just at sunset, but look how killer that looks. Dude, there's no way. It's so good. Don't hit the building. I mean, this is good lighting, of course, but just so cool. Look at that. I mean, I think people really don't know enough about the Evo 2 Pro. This is so trippy. I love this stuff. This is the stuff I like in the city. Stuff that's more abstract and just kind of crazy. Look at the sunset going over there. But again, I just personally think people haven't been exposed to the Autel sensor and ability, and they're just kind of in denial or don't want to go there. Yeah, thank you, Fingal. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess, as I said, hang in there. Just be conscious. Keep everything in good shape, too, because you can return it if you want. Just make sure. The only thing they want is that you pay for shipping, which is basically $25. Who cares? If it's going to save you $3,000, $5,000, don't crash it, because if you crash it, you're screwed. Then it's your drone. So be very conscious of flying it in the beginning stages, but test it out and see, you know? I mean, that's what I plan on doing. If I don't like it and I don't really feel the drone, I'm just going to return it, and I'll probably just get, I don't even know, maybe I won't even get anything. Maybe I'll get a Nano Plus and a Light Plus. Spend $2,000, get 2 different little drones, and just have fun with it. And still be in the Autel world. I mean, as I said, I'm definitely not hating on DJI. I love DJI to a certain extent, but honestly, with this one, it feels a little bit insulting, like they just kind of came out with big numbers and not really big, you know, impact. People may say that it's like, oh my God, you got 49 minutes or whatever it is of battery life. It's like, dude, the Autel's been having that good battery life for God knows how long now. So anyway. Well, shoots, guys. I figure this is enough time. I appreciate the link to the footage. I'll take a look at some of those other videos, see that little zoom. What did he say about the zoom? Yeah, interactive. If you want, send me some info on the stream setup. Curious. And for that, I guess just stay tuned, dude. I mean, let me know how you feel about the Mavic 3 when you get yours. And I'll be posting some stuff soon. Let me do a little quick check. I'm going to go and see when... Hi, Simon. Let me see when this thing should arrive. So I'm going to check my tracking number. Yeah, this is weird, though. It's one drone I'm not really super excited about getting. So FedEx. Wait, FedEx. So I'm going to track my shipping. And it says... Oh, so they haven't even shipped it yet, basically. So it's coming from Hong Kong. So who knows when it will actually arrive? Probably, who knows? Maybe you can still cancel it. I don't know. I'm going to keep it and see and rock it out and see what it's all about. I mean, as I said, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be that amazing of a drone, but we shall see. But again, guys, have a good weekend. I got a pretty full weekend of shooting. I got a couple jobs, as I said, on the weekend. I got a craft fair I got to do, selling some of my artwork tomorrow morning. And I got to decompress a little bit from a long week with moving and shooting. So stay tuned. Aloha, and we will talk in the flip side. All right, see you guys. Bye.